Hello everyone once again. I'm Emma, your host for today. I will be supporting my colleagues in potential.com to make sure that this session is efficient and as useful to you as possible. We value your time and thank you for choosing to spend it with us today. In our session today, we will start by talking about the AI race that's taking place around us. My colleague Rachel will take you through the latest developments in AI, how technologies are converging to create a huge disruption, and how you can turn the disruption into an opportunity. After that, our co-founder, Shadi Banner, will go over the suggested AI roadmap that you and your team can use to get yourself prepared to make the most of the AI opportunities, especially this year with the rise of AI agents. We will then pass it on to the potential.com product and stakeholder teams to take you through some live demos, and we all open it up for a Q&A and live AI clinic answering any questions you may have on your business. As mentioned earlier, we want this session to be as useful as possible to you, so all through the session, feel free to share your feedback, questions and interactions on the chat. So let's get going. I'll hand it over to Rachel now, and we'll catch up with you later in the session.
Hi everyone, let's take a quick look at the history of innovation cycles and why AI is set to be the fastest, most dramatic shift yet. Each wave of innovation has accelerated, from 60 years in the Industrial Revolution to just 30 years in the digital age. Now AI is moving even faster, transforming every industry at once. Why? First, instant scalability. AI is software-driven, unlike past physical innovations. Second, exponential learning. More data means smarter AI, improving in real time. And third, automation and integration. AI, IoT, and robotics are reshaping business and daily life. This isn't just another wave, it's a multiplier for all industries. The question is, are you ready to ride it? Now that we've seen how innovation cycles have accelerated, let's zoom in on artificial intelligence's impact. This chart makes it crystal clear. AI monetization is outpacing even the fastest growing social platforms. OpenAI has a revenue curve steeper than Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at the same stage. Why? Because AI isn't just another product, it's a force multiplier that scales instantly across industries. The takeaway: this is the biggest opportunity of our lifetime. While past waves created platforms, AI is creating entire new economies. The question isn't if AI will reshape your industry, it's how fast. Will you be a spectator or a leader in this transformation? We've seen how AI is accelerating at an unprecedented pace. But here's the reality: most organizations aren't ready. This McKinsey data says it all. Only 5% of companies have the AI capabilities they need. That means 95% are still figuring it out, moving slowly and struggling to adapt. And here's where the real opportunity lies. While big corporations wrestle with bureaucracy, small and agile players can move fast. What's your high potential opportunity? What's an area of business that you have unique experience in? The window is wide open, but it won't stay that way for long. The future belongs to those who act now. And I hope that you act on this opportunity. Well, that's it for me for now. I'll pass it over to Shadi to zoom in on the AI agent opportunity for 2025.
Hello, everyone. Great to be with you. Sorry for my voice. I've got a little bit of a flu. This is the benefit of doing things remotely. And so no one's going to get sick. We're going to talk a bit about today the background, like just a quick history of the past 3 years of acceleration has happened in AI. As you recall, in November 2022, what happened was OpenAI had released its ChatGPT, this language model that we were all so excited about. And then that sort of created a flurry of different kinds of language models that were out there, which now have become so much more developed. So the language model was the first part of this generative AI wave that was released. And then we had improvements in image creation, generation, and that's become now quite perfect. So the language is at an amazing stage. The images creation is at an amazing stage. We then moved to music. Now you can create your own music, also very good quality music. And just recently, we started to produce great videos, also using these models. It still needs a bit of development, but we're getting there probably in the next couple of months. You're going to have the capability of producing amazing videos through these generative AI models. Now, the big developers that recently happened have been in deep research, where the AI can do what is called a chain of thought embedded inside it and sort of structure its thought and its work. And this has allowed for the AI models to really dig deeper on topics and be able to come up with much more um, structured and in-depth analysis, research on various topics. And this is going to be amazing when it comes to sciences and any topic that needs more work to be developed. So this deep research is revolutionizing a lot of the sciences, and it's getting developed really well. And now it's become a standard in a couple of the models. Google came up with it first, but then OpenAI did the same, and others have followed suit. Now, the big breakthrough has been in the reasoning capability. So this has become, in the past couple of months, something that has come out from a lot of the models. And the DeepSeek model, which you probably heard about coming out of China, had a specialty in this as well. They were everyone was surprised by their capabilities. The reasoning model is really impressive because it goes beyond just the languages and the other parts, which mainly are predicting the next tokens in a generative AI process. The reasoning allows these models to work on very complicated math problems, science problems, things that need a logical approach, and they're doing really, really well at it. Now, yesterday, I don't know if you heard, but Elon Musk and the X team came up with Grok 3, which is the latest version. And it's also, even though they've only been working on it for a year, it has really made a huge impact so far in the past couple of hours in what can be seen in terms of the quality, etc. So they've done a really great job. Now, what you're going to see is currently a lot of these different big models are handled independently. So you'll find, for example, OpenAI, they have the O3, then they have the O4. There's different models for reasoning versus quick text, etc. And it is a bit confusing in dealing with them. Most of the models from Anthropic, Google, OpenAI, and others have this problem. But what you're going to see in the next month or two or three in the coming short period is there's going to be an alignment, and it's expected that ChatGPT 5 will actually blend all of these together into one model. So you could tap into it with one interface, and the model will be smart enough to identify what's the best version of it to use. And that's going to become a standard. Now, initially, when again, this has all happened over the past 2.5 years. It's crazy how fast the progress has been. And a lot of people were saying, the value add is in these models. But now, even though these huge companies, from Microsoft to Google to AWS and the others, OpenAI, they've raised hundreds of billions of dollars. They're all fighting and racing for the supremacy when it comes to the models themselves, the big models. But given the price of how these models the price has been coming down, The competition for us, the average people, the average businesses, most of the rest of the world is not really in this space. Our big opportunity is in the application layer that sits on top of these models. So we have the benefit, all of us in our businesses, to tap into these large scale models, let them race over the billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars that they're investing, and see who will get to a better result. And what we can do is just tap into all of the effort that they've done and build on top of it. And that's where really this opportunity at the moment is. Now, we've been doing a lot of research in potential about, where do we focus our energies, and I wanted to share some of this with you. So, a very good report that came out of Menlo Ventures, which are a very good VC and company in Silicon Valley, identifying where are the customers really putting the money when it comes to generative AI, and what is their selection criteria. And you could see the two most important ones are that there's something that's easily quantifiable as a return on investment. So if I take an AI application, can it quickly provide me with value? Can I demonstrate it? And is it customizable for my organization and industry? So these are like the major criteria for companies to decide on to use AI. And I encourage you in your business to think of it that way. And at the same time, if you're providing services that are powered by AI to your customers, to also think of it in that kind of way. Because when it comes to these, like we said, these large models, the language model, the foundational models, they are doing everything. And they're so, all knowing when it comes to AI. However, the real advantage is if you can zoom in based on your experience, based on your knowledge, based on your um, uh, customer base, and zoom into things and opportunities that can add value to your users or your customers quickly by using AI. And this is where you have a big advantage because you understand your customers more than anyone else. Now, we're gonna show you these two. Uh, there are many cases where these use cases where these AI have been used. Code generation in coding, it's been used a lot, but support chatbots have been an area that have been amazing to use, and coaching is another area, and we've chosen these two areas to sort of suggest for everyone to start to get into the AI opportunity. So you've probably seen our chatbots. I think a lot of you have maybe given it a free trial. So these bots are very easy to set up, very easy to train, and they can be quickly deployed on your sites to work with your customers. So they're amazing. At the moment, I mean, the bots that, the basic version of the bots are not agents, and we'll talk a little bit more about the difference, but they do a lot of work that can be quickly useful to your end customers. The other part, this coaching part, can be set up in the same way that the support chatbots can be set up. Very easy. They could be trained on um, your methodology, your process. And you can imagine these coaching bots can shadow every job function in the organization. Every function in an organization can have its own AI coach that understands that function inside out. So, as an example, HR in an organization can have a chatbot that understands all of the policies, the code of conduct, the vacation policies, the pay, uh, anything to do with salaries, etc. So all of this could be easily trained, and it becomes a coach for employees to tap into it for any HR questions, or even for the HR teams to actually tap into if they want to get more information. Similarly, we'll show you an example of a sales bot that can act as a sales coach when your team is going out to the customers. Before they go out to the customers, they can practice with the sales coach on role plays. The sales coach can actually draft compelling emails for the customers, or they could rephrase the emails to make it more compelling. So any of these job functions can have can have a coach aligned to your practices, your methodologies, and ready to go. So these two areas are really the quickest way to get into AI. They can be easily deployed, like we said, in minutes on a website, and it can have many, many use cases. And this is where it goes back to what we were saying before, is that you would know um, what use cases are most important for you and for your customers, and as such, you can deploy them. So these are examples of some bots sitting on, some like the Ministry of Education was using our bots for one of their challenges. We also have another one on productivity. And then you could see these, like I was mentioning, for each department in your organization, you can have a coach that supports the employees in that space. And here's an example of this, sales coach. We're going to show you live examples in a bit, but you could set up this kind of coach in minutes. You could feed it your own product information, so it could be customized to your specific needs, and you could help to use your team can use it to improve their sales. So these chatbots, like we said, no code, very easy to set up. You've probably seen them. If you haven't, I suggest that you do try. Go to ai.potential.com and give it a try. If you have tried it and are using it, feel free to share your feedback on the call here. And if you haven't, if you tried it but you didn't actually sign up, also please share your feedback in terms of anything that you would want to see in these bots. But we've over the past year or so, this has been our focus to try to identify what is this easiest entry point for people to get comfortable with AI. And we found that these chatbots are the most useful. They provide the biggest ROI. They're very cost effective to deploy, very quick, and it allows you to experiment and improve on it. Now, once you've done that well, um, use the bots and you're comfortable with them, now you would be able to move to this next phase. This year, the special agents are in town, so we have these now agentic AI models. So what's the difference? You could think of them similar to the chatbots, but in addition to just chatting back and forth, they also have the opportunity of taking actions on the discussions with the end users, or they will be able to go and do tasks independently. So you could imagine companies of the future, and the future meaning maybe by the end of this year, that's how close we are, could be running with one entrepreneur and then a team of agents around them that actually does different parts of the work. So there's an agent that would be able to do um, marketing, another agent that would be able to do customer service, etc., etc. So there's a lot of opportunity. I'd like to give you a sneak peek to a voice-based agent. So this is again now, once we're talking about these agents, you can start to have not just chat-based, but also voice-based. If you'd like, while we're on the call, go to ai.potential.com/support and press the green button. You need to activate your mic on the browser and just have a quick chat between you and our customer support voice agent. Let us know what you think. I'll give you a minute to do that before we move on. Customer service is going to be a huge area that's going to be disrupted by AI agents. You can imagine that every organization can have, in the same way we were talking before about a chatbot that users can interact with, every organization can provide the highest quality now customer service with a click of a button. Or on your website, you can have a section where the users can talk to a sales representative from your team, which is actually an AI agent trained on um, on your products, can interact and recommend the right products for the customers based on the discussion that's going back and forth with them. So this is really a game changer. At the moment, I mean, we're experimenting with a couple of things. Let me go back to show you some of the experiments here. So one of our clients is using the career talk for performance management. So supporting employees who, before they go and they do their performance review, being well prepared for it, being able to identify their career path and what would be the jobs that would be or skills that they need to develop for that career path? How do they set smart goals? All aligned to the organization's competencies framework, and jobs and job profiles. Similarly, managers who are doing the reviews with their employees can go and talk to the bots and be able to share, pull up the performance review, analyze it, etc. with the bot. Another example is the skincare agent that basically someone will go in, they'll take a photo of their face, answer a few questions, and then the agent will do its research and recommend products that are suitable for them. The fitness coach is another one for fitness and well-being. You could load a photo of your body in sports clothes, answer a few questions, and put your goals, and then it would recommend a fitness plan, and then you'd be able to discuss it and interact with it on the coach. And the example of the customer support is quite obvious, which is what I um, advise you to check. So, can you let me know on the chat if anyone has tried it and your feedback? So that's an example of the agents. Now you can see these agents playing very various roles in a business's workflow. This is why I was telling you earlier that you can imagine an agent can handle, or a set of agents can handle many, many different things in an organization. So the companies of the future will only have a few people, and most of the actual employees will be agents. And that's actually what a recent PwC study has shown. Prepare to manage the digital workers. So AI agents will start to be part of the HR practice, and HR will need to up the game to be able to manage not just the humans but also the agents in the organization, because it's going to be a combination of both humans and AI agents working side by side. Now, of course, many companies are not ready for this. Many organizations are still struggling. But this is where you have the advantage of being a step ahead. You being on this call today and being on top of the developments and experimenting with how it could be used to support your business is going to be an amazing way to stay ahead. And according to Boston Consulting Group, the companies that do stay ahead, the leading AI adopters, they they produce more revenue, better returns, create more innovations, and the employees are even happier. So there's immense value in being a leader on the AI front, and we encourage you to stay on this path. The AI adoption roadmap we've discussed, I think, if you've attended any of our sessions before, you've probably seen that. If not, let us know so we can share with you details around that. But step one is that we advise everyone to get skilled and trained on AI in general. And step two is that you then use the chatbots like the ones that we showed you for your website or for coaching purposes. And step three is you start to use AI agents in a more sophisticated way and letting them link into your systems. So if you're doing customer support, it could link into the CRM system. If you're doing any other tools, it could, the inputs and outputs are all API based, so you can tap into any kinds of system and then allow the agents to start taking actions on various things that could be important for your business. So that's it from my side. I wanted to just hear from you on the chat if you've given a try to the customer service voice agent. It's still a beta test, so it's not like live public. But would love to hear your feedback. And anyone, when you attend our webinars, we try to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in the pipeline. So that's it from my side. Passing it over to Emma.
Thanks, Shadi, for shedding the light on how we got here and how 2025 will shape up to be the year of AI agents. Now we will take you through a few demonstrations, starting with how to set up your no-code chatbot for your website or as a coach. As Chadi mentioned, this is the fastest and most effective way to start adding value to your clients and employees. It also gives you the opportunity to experiment with training your bot and understanding needs further. After that, we will take you through a few examples of the AI agents we are working on with some of our clients. AI agents are more advanced and thus could be launched after you have made use of the chatbots by upgrading them. In the meantime, ask any question you have in the chat, and the team will be responding to them as we go along. I'll hand it over to our product and stakeholder teams.
Okay, who's going to go first from the team?
Hi, Hi, Shadi. I'll start by sharing my screen.
Okay, and I put the chatbot in the support link to the support bot in the webinar chat for anyone that needs.
All right, so can you guys see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So we at potential.com, we provide a very simple and easy bot creation. To start off, you just need to customize the bot, give it a persona such as a name. So I'm gonna quickly do it for one of our partner at Word Free Zone. You can pass in a greeting message. Next, you can give it a persona image, like an avatar. A buff guy will do. And then the color to make it more brand aesthetic. And then you click on next step. This is where you'll be able to train the chatbot on your website. So I'll go ahead and put the website and click on scrape. It can take a few minutes depending on how many links you have on your website.
So basically, this is a quick way to train the bot on the information you already have. Yes, so Durade is asking a question. It is reading the website, structured, like also getting the sitemap, the different pages, determining which could be the best pages to read. So this could take, depending, like Mahmoud said, on the size of the website. And if it's structured in a certain way. Some websites are not structured in a way that makes it easy to read.
Okay, while it's scraping the website, we have other options as well, such as FAQ, where you can where you can manually define the question and answers, as well as upload a file. So if you have a document, company policies or anything, you can upload that to have it inside the training data. And we also provide few add-ons for the AI, where you can add in a quick icebreaker questions, have it respond in a general way, in which if it doesn't know anything, you can ask it to say that please send us an email at a specific email, and then you have an option to enable it to collect leads, where it whenever the user will come on the chatbot, it will ask it to provide their name and email, have allow the chatbot to have a RAG interface where user would be able to upload a file and have a RAG interaction over it, and then the basics text to speech and speech to text, where the user can speak to the bot with the press of a button and have it speak the text that is generated back to the user as well.
Okay, you might want to restart the
Yeah,
process if it's
it's
taking
better
too
to
long.
just restart. Yeah.
Now, did anyone get get feedback on the support voice agent? How did you find it? We'd love to hear your feedback because it's like an experimental product that we're using now. All right, so Duraid's giving good feedback on it. That's great. Yeah, I mean the interesting thing, especially when it comes to the contact center space, customer service space, usually there's a lot of turnover in that domain. Companies have different agents. Uh, Usually they come for short times, they get trained and they leave. Um, so it's a really challenging domain, and you don't get always the best quality of people coming in. So replacing that with really professional, top quality AI agents trained on your products, on your services, being able to really interact with the customers is amazing. The I mean the voice part has recently become better. That was still an issue in the past, but now it's pretty good.
So
Okay.
I had to quickly change the URL. It's not able to do it on their word free zone. Maybe their website doesn't have a sitemap. Okay, so I change it with our own website, and it's able to grab the pages. So just go ahead and click on save and create your AI chatbot.
Yes, good question, Dureid. In terms of the agents, this is the beauty about them is that you can start to now even with these bots. I mean, we could connect them to a database where it can connect, basically include discussions, and then you can have the AI analyze all the interactions and sort of pinpoint certain trends, products that have been requested, or issues that are coming up over and over again. Um, so all of this can be included to attached. So that, yeah, you could, Gus is asking about what kind of database. So you could work with many different databases. It's all I mean API based when it comes to CRM. So if you already have like a CRM system, you can tap into that. In terms of our data, like if we're using it, putting a database from our end, we have many different solutions depending on what the clients need. But that becomes the benefit where you can tap into existing database to read and write. So it could be that you're tapping into it to read about different products that can be offered. On the other hand, to write in terms of what kind of interactions are happening with the users and be able to take action on that. Okay, so going back to Ma'moon, setting up the chatbot.
All right, at the last step, the user has an option to the user gets an option with a provided hosted link where they can interact with the bot, as well as three options where they can have it as a pop-up website widget that would show up on their landing page, as well as a section embed, which would be a section on any desired HTML page. And the last option is the WordPress plugin, where they would be able to just download the plugin and install it on their WordPress CMS, and they'll be able to start interacting with the bot. Then we also provide an option to have a WhatsApp integration. Simply, the user just has to click on the connect WhatsApp and then provide us any additional comments such as I want it set on my number, anything, any number. And then they can just send us a request and our team will get back to them with the setup instruction. And then going back to demo the interface of the chatbot, the user can click on try now, and from there they can interact with the bot. Simple as that. Yeah, so that's how you create a simple chatbot that you can embed it on your website or use it as your personal assistant. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks, Mamoon. Next, who's going to show us the next demo?
Shadi, I'll go next.
All right,
So I'll be quickly demonstrating our chatbot coaches and how users can upload documents and chat with their documents. So let me just share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay,
this is the
perfect.
same chatbot that Mamoon was working on initially, like creating a chatbot. You could create, like we said, chatbots that could be embedded on the website, or you could create these coaches. And now Keenan is taking you through a live chatbot where you can interact with it in different ways. So over to you, Keenan.
All right, thank you, Shadi. So, just a quick overview of this chatbot. It's a career coach, and the main purpose of the chatbot is to help you with your career and any suggestions. So, I can quickly say I want to move forward in my career as a software developer. Okay. And one piece of information that I can provide to the chatbot to assist with improving or moving forward in my career is my CV. So I can upload my CV right here. As you can see, it'll give you a loading icon on the top. And once it's done, you will see the file has been uploaded. All right, perfect. So now I can ask it, what are the strengths of my CV? So now what the chatbot will do is it will go through my CV and use that information and its reasoning to provide a response. So as you can see here, this is some of the content that's available within my CV. My educational background, some of my experience as a developer. And you can take this a step further and you can ask it, I want to move forward as a senior developer. What do I need to do? And now, based on your data that you've provided, it will give you a personalized response and how you can improve from the information that you have provided. And you can take this use case and apply it to other things as well. But this is a very simple use case of how you can upload your own data and personalize the response that you get from the chatbot. Yeah, so that's the demo for the career coach and how we
Thank you,
utilize.
Kenan.
Yeah.
Thank you. Impressive CV. So I'm gonna demo for you one of our beloved agentic AI tool that we use every day at Potential ourselves. Let me share my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, Roosevelt, we can.
Yes, Roosevelt, we can see.
Yes. Okay, so this is an blog article AI writer. So it's a fully agentic AI solution that we can provide it with a blog topic, like what I need the article for, what kind of topic I need, like AI in the workspace, AI for restaurants, I need it for food programs, I need it for diet plans, whatever topic I have in mind, I need to write an article about. Then AI, our like a custom AI team of agents will work together to generate a fully formatted and SEO optimized article ready to be published on the website following a certain template that we follow at potential.com. So we're gonna test it out together. Tell me in the chat any topic you need like us to test it on. Any topic you have in mind?
Now, while you write that on chat, I just want to highlight. Okay, so Gus gave a topic, so it's good. While I wanted to highlight the fact. So we get a lot of questions. Well, what is this difference from ChatGPT? So when it comes to the bots, or in this case, these are fully customized to the methodology of the customer, or if we're using it in potential to our methodology, they're fully customized so that they are aware of your system, your processes, your templates, your data. If you wanted to, you could tap into it. And that's the big difference where this is happening. So I'll let Ravza explain what's going on now in the background.
Yes, exactly, Shadi. So as you can see, we put a structure for this agentic AI solution, where first it will start with the research. It will then identify what are the top keywords related to my topic, top ranking keywords related to my topic, and then it will give a report, like a keyword report for the other agents that will be responsible for writing the content of the article. These writers, like a group of 6 or 7 writers, will work together to write all the different sections of the article. Then, after that, another SEO agent will review the article, make sure it follows all the different SEO best practices, related also optimized to the keyword that's first generated. It will create an image, and then another agent will compile everything to our template that we use at Potential, ready to be published. So as you can see now, that's the article. You have it generates an image. It creates all the meta details for SEO, like the meta title, the description of the article, the tags, the main keyword, the secondary keywords that can be used, and the full article details. Starts with an intro, the body, all the different, like the challenges faced, the potential for medical tourism, all the different topics that AI found useful for such a topic and article, and then ends it with a conclusion and a summary. You can easily download it, or you can directly publish it to your blog website. On top of that, as well, AI creates a set of social media posts and a YouTube script for you to promote this specific article, like a caption for your Facebook with the image of the blog, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and a YouTube script to promote this specific article. So as you can see, we used to get the marketing teams like a minimum of a day to research the topic, work on research the keywords for SEO, and then write the article, and then create and choose the image, and then optimize this specific article for SEO and publish it. Now, within seconds, everything is live and ready to be published, fully optimized for SEO, even better than humans. So that's in a nutshell how these kind of agentic AI solutions work. So it's a team of AI agents working together to generate the outcome based on a template that you decide that's my best template. We have many other different AI solutions. My colleague Lujain will walk you through another template of agentic AI solution, but this specific one for article generation, you can customize it yourself. So it can sit on your website. So your team can use it. You can embed it on your website. Your team can use it on your website and link it directly with your blog. So every day, for example, the content team in the morning can generate an article and publish it on your blog, or every week, every 2 days. It depends on your schedule. That's all from my side. Over to you, Lujain.
Thank you, Razaba and team. Lujane is here. I'm gonna take you through the another agentic solution that we have, which is the course outline planner. Now I'm gonna share my screen and let me know if you can see it from your side. All right, cool. So basically, imagine having an AI assistant that helps you structure your course in seconds. This is why we're going to show you the course outline planner and how it works. Now, if you notice on my screen, you will have the option if you already have course material. So first, I'm going to upload course material. This can be a syllabus, a set of topics, or even just a brief um, description of what you'd like to generate in terms of an online course. So I'm just uploading my file, which is around climate, tech, and sustainable innovations. It can be any other topic. And then the second step is I need to define a target audience. So let's say I'm targeting environmental professionals, and the skill level that I'm trying to generate this course for are intermediate environmental professionals. So I click on generate the outline course. And while I click on generate, the AI is taking this content or the material that I've uploaded and trying to do quick search and analysis in order to come up with a specific content that targets environmental professionals with intermediate skill level. While it's doing that, it's tapping to too many resources that we select. It could be, for example, AI tools that the agent starts to call in order to do maybe online research, maybe tap into a specific database to take already existed content so it doesn't duplicate the content, or any other outsource or any API connection. So it might take some time for it to generate the course. So here, as you can see, the course outline, I'm not sure if you can see the pop-up from your side. So your course outline, it has like first the overview, which you can see the topic, the skill level, the target audience, etc., and then the course structure. And I'd like to highlight that the course structure here is not limited just to this kind of structure. You can provide it what kind of course structure you'd like the agents to provide you the response with. And on top of that, for some reason, my screen froze. Let me just stop and reshare again. Sorry for that. All right, so basically here you can see all the units that are generated, and we provide the kind of structure that we'd like to have it in. You would see the learning objective, the key concept, survey questions for each and every unit, as well as pre and post test in order to test the learners. So at the end, you'll be able to either discuss it with an AI coach in case you need more feedback on the content that is generated by AI. You could simply download the result in one click of a button. You'll be able to download the result in a PDF format, as you can see, maybe export it and then upload it to your system or give it to anyone who's creating the course on your LMS, as well as you can discuss it with an AI coach. So let us discuss the content with an AI coach. And if you may notice, you might already saw this element with my colleague Keenan, the way that he uploaded the document to discuss it with the AI coach, and here it's kind of the same similar approach. So let's say I would like to enhance the learning objectives. And then you can simply chat with that, we call it teacher bot, to provide you with more coaching and feedback on top of the content that is already generated. So I would like to also add on that all the tools that we showcase today are not limited just to English language. You could simply develop your own customized AI tool or AI agentic tool using multiple languages. It could be in English, Arabic, Spanish, Urdu, any type of language that you'd like to tap into. This is also available. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, let us know. Shadi, over to you.
Yeah, so thanks, guys. So this is basically gives you an idea of how the agents work. As you can see, and even though they look from the front end as if it's a chatbot or an interface, but behind it, there will be a team of agents, each specialized in a certain area, doing different pieces of work. And then they're chained together with the main, let's say, manager agent that is actually interfacing. Now, we gave you these few examples. We have many other examples that are being deployed with customers. One of the questions, so this is not, these are live with different customers, but we wanted to show you the different kinds of inputs. So this course outline generator, the same approach, same structure was used to create the fitness and diet planning generator as an example for one of the customers. Same kind of interface. So when you think of these, if you have a similar interface, it can be useful for you, can be very easily customized. Same thing with the blog post. And you could see how deep this could go, because again, if you're doing it on a normal, ChatGPT or someplace like that, it doesn't go into the step, it doesn't create the same structure that you wanted. So this is the advantage when you start to customize it for your own structure and templates as you go along. So we'll pass it back to while we're doing that, I just want to see if any of you had any further feedback on the voice-based customer service. Let us know. We'd love to hear your feedback, because that's again a new product, and we're trying to see what you think about it.
We hope you found those demonstrations inspiring, and let us know if you have any other use cases or questions on them. Before we open up the floor to your questions, I wanted to highlight to you our AI Amplify program, which is a comprehensive self-paced platform to help you and your employees brush up on essential AI skills. The program covers important topics on AI such as prompting tips, safety, and allows you to use over 25 productivity tools that will help you in your business. This program is offered under our foundation, so we are ready to support with financial aid for those that need. Just get in touch on the email here. Okay, I want to thank you all for your interactions and attention. I'm going to open it up for your questions, if any.
Got a question from Gus about the cost of using the platform. So Gus, it differs between one solution and the other, but in terms of the chatbots and coaches, it's a very basic monthly license for these type of AI solutions, which is $50 per month after the free trial, and it comes with unlimited messages and the unlimited embeds on any websites. In terms of the agentic AI solutions, it differs. Like if you want, it differs on the level of customizations you need to add to these kind of solution. So if you have a use case in mind, we could like discuss it separately on this.
Thank you once again for attending, and I look forward to connecting in the near future.